Hey guys, Adam here. Hey, we just spent the last half an hour recording a bunch of stuff on the RX8. Audio wasn't working. We just tried again. Audio still wasn't working, so we've got the GoPro out. So this will be a bit of an abbreviated update. But I spent some time researching engine mount options, and sure enough, someone does actually do a K-Series to RX8 engine mount kit, Collins Performance in Florida. So that arrived this morning. We did a bunch of unboxing, which obviously you can't see, but essentially the kit is these two main brackets, super strong gusseting, real thick steel, so grunty as, and the RX8 to engine mount rubbers are actually bolted to the chassis, so these simply go between the motor and the chassis. On the left hand side of the engine you can see they've supplied a billet plate, so that gives us a flat surface for the bracket to bolt onto, and then on the other side of the engine we more or less have a flat surface to bolt the bracket to on that side. So this is going to make it super easy. We were going to try and adapt an innovative mounts K-Series to S2000 kit, but we don't need to do that now. We've got these, so that is super cool. What we have figured out in our last video that you won't see is that the engine does need to tilt back on its factory orientation, which is about 14 degrees, and so it means that at the moment the brackets don't quite line up and the engine is actually sitting too low, so we need to get the jack up under there, get it tilted, and then obviously get the height set so that we can bolt these guys in and kind of have it in its final resting place. Just some other updates: I have ordered the Track Tough electric water pump kit, so we're going to be able to get rid of that ugly mess there by the ABS pump, and I have ordered a DC2 Type R head so that the coolant outlet is on the side and not out the back, because we just have no way of accessing the rear and the firewall. And the guys at Track Tough are also building a coolant outlet port and swirl pot and an outlet to go to the radiator, so that's cool. In the meantime, we'll get working, lifting the motor up, having a play, and we'll show you the progress. In our search for finding the factory rubberized engine mounts, because they weren't bolted to the car, we rummaged through the entire car and pulled all the crap out that we're going to throw away. So basically this pile represents a lot of the factory K24 stuff that's not going to be of any use. There's also some random RX8 stuff. We've got the intake box and random plastic panels, undercarriage stuff. So we've kind of made a dent on that. We did uncover that we've actually got a full set of coilovers in the boot, so whatever's making it low in the rear will come out. Also discovered that the adapter plate for the gearbox for the clutch, the flywheel adapter, is not in the car. I just assumed it was, so that's what that looks like. Super thick to get the spacing right, so obviously we need to chuck that in. There's some hardware in the box, and then we've got in here the clutch, which I believe they've used some kind of Volvo clutch. I need to read up again, but apparently this is good for about 400 horse, give or take, so that'll work, especially to get us going anyway. So we've kind of cleared out the car, which is good, and we can throw all that stuff in the skip and start just trying to get a feel for what we're doing. A bunch of you guys have been asking what's happening with the turbo build for the Integra. I've been waiting on, and I'm still waiting on, something that you're about to see on your screen now, which is a custom hatch. We've got a NSX touring car roof scoop that's being molded into a custom made Lexan hatch with kind of a Ferrari F40 style louvers built in, and then a carbon fiber Integra hatch. And once that's arrived and we can put that on, we can take the car for a hoon. We'll finally be able to hear the throttle bodies on the outside of the car. If you haven't seen this before, it's a NSX powered Integra Type R, which we're converting to turbo, but I really want to kind of have a last hurrah with it in this state with the new hatch, so we can hear it, get some drive-bys, throw the GoPro on the back so we can hear the noise it makes. It is super cool and super loud inside the car, but you just can't hear it outside the car. So word on the street is that is not too far away. We'll get that on. Obviously we'll show you guys that, we'll have some fun with it, and then we'll start pulling stuff out. Something that did arrive just in the last week or so from the guys at Go Farts New Zealand is the blower valve that we'll be using for the turbo build. This is the SV50. Really widely used in the drag racing scenario and guys that are moving a lot of air. Obviously we've got 3 litres of displacement there and quite a big turbo, so this thing really will flow as much air as you want. This will bolt straight onto the water to air intercooler. There's already a blow-off valve, 50-inch blow-off valve flange, so I don't even think we'll need to worry about the weld on. So thanks to the guys at GFB New Zealand, they supplied that to us free of charge. It's something that we've used on our drag car and another project, both of which you haven't seen, which we will show you soon, but it's a blow-off valve I used on a lot of builds. Works flawlessly and will do a great job on this one too. A lot of you guys are probably wondering what's in these boxes stacked behind me. Our backdrop to this video, we've got our own line of fiberglass and carbon fiber lightweight doors, which we do for EG, EK, DC. So we just got a new shipment in. They're made in New Zealand and we do ship them internationally. The fiberglass doors are 5.5 kilos and the carbon ones are 3.5 kilos. So times 2.2 for pounds. I'll let you guys work that out overseas. But that's what those are. If you want to save a ton of weight and do it really affordably, get in contact with me on the doors. If you like what we're doing with the cars, please make sure you check out other videos. We've got stuff on the Integra and the RX8 already loaded up. We also have a K-Series EG drag car that's been in the build for a couple of years, which we haven't done any footage of, but we'll show you soon. And we've got a Craftwork supercharged K20 EG kind of street sleeper car, which is almost finished, which all the work's been done previous to setting up this channel. So we'll get some content for those cars for you. So yeah, like, follow, subscribe, stick with us.